Round 20 of the All Flag State Premier League saw Inglewood United take on league leaders Balcatta at 6PR Stadium. Both teams had a week off last week when the Solo Cup semi-finals were played and were looking to continue winning ways. Balcatta soon had Inglewood on the back foot as David Masevski broke down the right, tantalised Duncan before laying the ball back to Burton. His first-time cross skimmed off the head of Niederberger and wide of the post. Then it was Adrian Caceres' turn to show off his dazzling footwork, before he finally beat Daniel Masevski and crossed. Rory Grant stabbed at the ball and was unlucky to see it rebound off the crossbar. Inglewood dominated early, and Adrian Caceres was again the architect. Holding off Spencer Harris, he made space to play in Richmond, whose deflected effort was easily saved by Italiano. Soon after, Burton surged forward for Balcatta, played the ball wide to Mo Attack and continued his run into the box to meet his cross, but Duncan did superbly to get to the ball first. Soon after, Colley tried to feed Samet down the right for Inglewood. However, the ball fell to Clark, who managed to nick it from Pavlovic and feed Colley. His first-time cross was met perfectly by Rory Grant, but again he was denied by the crossbar. If Inglewood felt they should have had a lead, so too should have Balcatta. Pavlovic whipped in a great ball that found Burton in space 6 metres out, but he pushed his header wide of the post. In the 57th minute, the deadlock was broken. Daniel Masevski played a ball forward hoping to find brother David. Duncan won the ball, but Niederberger seized on the loose ball, skipped away from Harvey and unleashed a superb drive across Tzeski that nestled in the back of the net. A truly wonderful strike to open the scoring. Niederberger reacts first to the loose ball, knocks it into space and then lets fly with a left foot shot across his body and across Tzeski. In 10 minutes, Balcatta and Niederberger had two. Italiano's goal kick was touched to Niederberger by Burton, who then received the ball back in space, went to the byline, looked up and rolled the ball back to Niederberger, who side-footed home. Wonderful interplay between Niederberger and Burton. Niederberger's return pass to Burton is perfect, but on the angle Burton looks for support and then slips the ball into the path of Niederberger, who side-foots home. In the 72nd minute, Samet was a little too overzealous in a challenge on David Masevski and received a yellow card, Balcatta a free kick. Burton whipped the ball into the box. Inglewood's clearing header looked to strike the arm of Pavlovic, but he played on and hammered the ball into the back of the net for Balcatta's third. The downward header looks to strike Pavlovic's arm, but in no way does he move his arm to the ball and then finishes emphatically. Not long after, Tzeski prevented Niederberger grabbing his hat-trick. When the Masevski brothers combined down the right, he was down sharply to block the striker's shot on the run. As time ticked away, Inglewood, who'd started so well, began to look decidedly ragged, and it was no doubt a relief when the final whistle sounded. Inglewood remained fourth and Balcatta remained top, 11 points ahead of Perth, who have 2 games in hand.
Michael, 3 goals, 3 points. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
Very happy. 3 goals against, I think one of the best sides in the league. Twice we've beaten Inglewood sort of comfortably in the scoreline, but in terms of the way they play soccer, for me, they're probably the best side we've played against on both occasions. And unfortunately, they sort of ran out of legs a bit somehow in the last sort of half an hour after we got the goal. But they're a very good side.
Daniel Niederberger scored 2 goals again today. He scored 2 in the last outing as well against Armidale. Obviously, his form coming in for Ash Rosendale's been very welcome, considering his injury at the time would have been quite damaging for you in your mind.
Yeah, sure. To lose someone like Ash for for a temporary period is going to hurt you. He's a quality forward. But the good thing about our squad is we have got a lot of depth there, a lot of attacking-minded players who can finish goals. And Daniel Niederberger has stepped up again. In recent weeks he's been really good for us. And again, he stepped it up in that second half, and a couple of quality goals. Could have probably had a hat-trick out there.
And Yovo stepped up for another goal as well. He had a very sort of authoritative game out there today. How did you see his performance?
Yeah, look, Yov was very good. We initially thought he was going to do a bit of a marking role on Adrian Caceres, but you know, that sort of changed. Adrian was moving all over the park, so we sort of had to readjust a little bit, and we went back to our normal style of play in the second half, and I think the boys were sort of a lot more comfortable with that. And Yovo, yeah, found himself in a forward position again, and he banged one in nicely. Yeah, he doesn't get too many, but that was a quality one.
No, and Adam Tong went off with an injury just before half-time. How is he?
Look, he's looking like he's going to need probably 5 or 6 stitches, which is not the greatest. He's an important player for us as well. You know, we'll see how that is. We'll get the assessment later on in the evening. Saying that, putting Spencer Harris back to centre back, I thought Spencer was faultless from the time he stepped back into Adam's role. So yeah, look, hopefully we can get Adam Tong back up again for next week or the week after. We've got a break, obviously, the week after next, so the timing's not too bad. But you know, we hope Tongi's all right.
You've currently got a nice gap on Perth at the top of the league. Perth have obviously got a couple of games. How confident are you that you can sort of push on and continue to sit at the top of the league by the end of the season?
Well, our main target has been to finish on top or in the top couple of sides, and where we are now, we really think, you know, obviously got a good shout. We've got a 5-point lead mathematically, so people can look at it and say it's 11 points or whatever it is over Perth, but you know, until the mathematics all play out, we're 5 points ahead and we've still got to play Perth, so every game is still important. And today was a very important game against you know, an informal quality side. So getting the result today was important. We'll take each week, 1 week at a time until we're there, and if we get there, we will be proud as punch, because that's been one of our objectives achieved if we do.
Michael, great performance today. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.